Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. I don't know if you guys can figure out what I'm going to ask, but basically, my question is to my beloved FiFi, is there any way you can let me know that in heaven you are cone free? Either you can light up the cat ball, the EMF meter, or the REM pod. Are you finally cone free? Yes? Okay, good. Do you understand why I put the cone on you in 2018? Yes? Did you hate the cone? Or is it because you understood that the cone was going to keep you safe and keep you to live longer without getting issues with your licking constantly or scratching yourself to the point where you could have harmed your eyes or something? That's again why I kept it on. I did leave it off for a couple moments, but she had to be, what do you call it, supervised, and it didn't take long. I'm like, nope, back to the cone you go. All right, well, in one of my sessions, you put bang. So when you put that bang word on the Spirit Talker, is that you just letting me know that's what you remember constantly hearing? Because you sometimes run into things with the cone and it goes bang. So whether it's the door or the dresser or the, what's it called? The kitty litter box. That's why I think that when you put that, it's you coming through. Same with barn. You put barn. I don't know if you were trying to let me know that in heaven there's a barn. Yeah, there's a barn that you go to. Is that where your siblings went? So it looks like her siblings may be at a barn. That's where they went, and so she visits them. Okay. Do you by chance see a horse there too? FiFi? Is there a big brown horse with white markings there as well in heaven? Because they say that our pets reunite with other pets that are from our family. So do you see a horse that's brown with white markings? You might have to look up. Or like look around. Or maybe she's like, I don't want to get near this horse. I'm pretty sure our horse is very kind to kitties, right? As I stare at the trophy area of where the horse stuff is. Okay, well, I'm assuming if there is a barn, I'm wondering if our horse also goes to it. Okay, so she confirms that she's in heaven without a cone and hangs out at a barn. Is there a church? I think you put church a few times. I'm not sure what that meant, but is there like some type of church that you felines go to? Or maybe that's a thing you guys see in heaven is a church? And you just telling me that? Okay. The other thing I would have to ask is all the stuff that you had to unfortunately go through with your body, from your stomach issues, from not having the right food you can eat because of your sensitivity of things. We couldn't figure out what it was. And it would have been a super long trial and error to figure out. So we put her on a ZD diet, and she seemed to be doing well for, well, since 2018, I believe is when we switched out. And then, like I said, in 2026, her health just declined and she stopped eating, drank more, went to the vets, even though they said things were looking okay, besides her being anemia and maybe having some gastrointestinal issues, and not eating. So we did a appetite stimulant on her ears, and it kind of stinks the fact that we had to put her in the bathroom. So basically they said we couldn't be near the animal once we applied it to the ears. That's what it says on the instructions. For at least 2 hours. And so unfortunately for her last 3 days, she was always constantly shoved in the bathroom for 2 hours in the morning. I hope she understands it wasn't because I didn't want to have her with me. It's because I was told not to. Because it's not good for the humans to have interactions with that stuff. That's why we had to use gloves and applied very gently in your ears. And then remove the gloves and wash her hands. So only for 3 days was she able to utilize that. But sadly, again, things took a really big turn. Were you hiding your pain from me, FiFi? Were you hiding your pain? As long as you were able to? We were just trying to make me, yeah. But unfortunately, like I said, it was just too much for you. And I don't know why the red stuff started to come out. But it did, and that was definitely a wake-up call for me to say, nope, we got to take her to ER vet. We got to figure out what's happening. But that ER vet said I had 2 options, and she already said the first option was automatically that I would have to put her to rest, and then the other one was to just put her in a situation where she just had a ton of pain medicine that would relieve the pain, but not take away the issue. So it could have given me a few days, but I didn't want to put her through that. I hope she understands I had to choose one. Do you understand? She understood. Do you remember me saying goodbye to you? Yeah? Was it hard for you too to say goodbye? I mean, I don't know if you knew that that moment was like the last moment you were going to see me and hear from me. Like physically. Yeah? Well, I hope it was painless when they did what they did. It was painless? It was as if you went to sleep? This is you using it, like clicking. Is there any way you can tap a cat ball instead? I know your cat ball unfortunately is not working for us anymore, but you can still use the other ones. I don't do Morse code, so if she's doing Morse code, I can't see it. Or hear it, I mean, understand it. Anyways. So I think she understood that I had to do what I had to do. She is pain-free up in heaven. Can you light a cat ball or anything? Or stop the clicking? trying to stop it. Are you sitting on the box? All right, eventually it'll stop. I don't know if that's her or if it's the machine all of a sudden malfunctioning for some reason, but I have a feeling she was using it before it went into this state. All right, well, let's see if I can ask other questions and see if she can light up a cat ball or go on the EMF meter. So she is up in heaven, cone-free, health-free, no more issues with your health, right? You have no issues with your tummy, no issues with your bladder, your kidney. Your all health is whole. And you're probably maybe in a younger version of you, when maybe you still had the little marking in your head. Well, here, that's a good question. Do you still have your marking that you had in your head before it faded? Can you stop the REM pod or cat ball, or turn on the cat ball? Do you still have your marking that you had on your head? Here, let me show a photo of her so you guys can see what she looked like when she was younger. So basically this right here. Holy crap. Check it out. That's the day she passed away. Oh, duh. That's because I added all the photos on that day. Duh. Sorry. I thought I saved it on that day. No. Okay, so there you are, FiFi. There's a beautiful photo of you. I believe I took that photo. So she had beautiful green eyes, a smudgy smudge, like a Y on her forehead. And she was, at the time when she was adopted, she wasn't fully full with fur. She was like medium haired. But when she started to get older, about maybe 10 to a year, oh my God, her fluff went and showed itself. And I'm like, you lied, guys. You said she was a medium hair. She was a long hair. I don't know if the animal shelter where she was adopted at was aware of her breed. She is a Turkish Angora. Is that true? Can you tell me? I was indeed right that you were indeed a purebred Turkish Angora. Yes? Okay. So, she's a purebred Turkish Angora. That's what I figured. I figured you were a Turkish Angora. Look at the beautiful little girl. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't stop and walk past her. That animal shelter, as full as it was. Did you do that on purpose? Did you get my attention on purpose? I think it was her trying to say, yes, there was a reason that you came when you did, and there was a reason why I wanted you. You were the chosen one. So not only did I choose her, she chose me. Is that correct? You can sense that I needed a kitty, and you were like, I'll take care of her. I'll be her forever companion. And like I said, it was one of those spare moments I decided to get one, a cat, because I wasn't able to at my other apartment. And at the time I was told not to bring my Mooey to the apartment that I was moved into. And I was like, oh, but I would love to have a kitty. So again, I went out, saw her, and she just said, "Take me, please take me." And I couldn't walk away. And it didn't take long for me to be able to just fill out the paper and then take her home. So if you are watching this and you got this far, there are some videos that are older, or you can just go to the playlist of FiFi and Bebe, and it'll show some clips of when she was adopted. Again, she was very medium-ish hair, slender, and with that gray marking. And then as time progressed, as she got older, her marking on her forehead faded. Kind of like our twin sister's dog, Oski. He had this beautiful orange coat with whitish, and as he got older, that orange faded. So it's just like, you know, humans. Our hair eventually turns gray or white. So I guess that's what happens with cats. Their markings just fade. I know you miss me, but... So in one of my sessions, you said you wish you had your life back. Was that you saying that? On the Spirit Talker, it said something about, I wish I had my life back. Which made me, of course, bawl my eyes out because I was crying already because I heard you meow. So if you were able to, and you didn't have issues with your kidney or your bladder or your issues with your tummy and didn't have a cone, you think you would have had stayed a little longer? Another 6 months, a year, or more? I mean, I don't know how long Turkish Angoras can live, but I think they said between 18 to 20. So if you have been able to live another 2 years, you would have enjoyed it if you could have? She's like, these aren't questions I can answer right now. Okay, let's see. What other things I want to say to her? Did you enjoy sleeping on my bed? It's one of those things that cats like to do, take naps and sleep. Did you enjoy taking naps on the soft fleece blankets? In particular, the latest one, the blue one? Including even going under the blankets before I left. I would allow you to go under the thin layer of the blue blanket, and I would come home and you would still be under it. And I'm like, wait, you didn't go get food? Because apparently her food would come out at specific times because I had an automatic feeder. And yeah. So basically, another picture of her, which I already showed, but here, this unfortunate, so all that little tangles, that's her claws, unfortunately getting stuck occasionally. And there's holes now. So you can see through the little slits of the blanket her white fur, and I was like, there she is. Yeah. Alright, what else? The ZD diet dry food. Did you like the taste of it? Is there any way you can let me know? I have a ton left over. What about the Waruva tuna? That can? Towards the end, there was 3 days you were able to enjoy some tuna. Here, I'll bring it over. So basically, she had this right there. And then she had this right here. Do you remember having these items, FiFi? Maybe FiFi left? FiFi, do you realize that CFan Spirit Box is on right now? So we're kind of watching it right now. Do you see it? Can you light up anything? EMF meter, REM pod, and cat ball. And if you do, we can watch it. Yeah, look at that. Wow, she's like, yes, yeah, stop this session and go watch it, girl. You can't miss out on his session because of me. Right? Wow. Did you enjoy watching CFan Spirit Box when I was watching it? I'll let them know that you say hi. Oh, by the way, have you ever stopped into his session and said your name in his app? I swear to you, I heard FiFi a few times in one of his apps. It could have just been that thing where you think you hear something, but it probably wasn't. But you can confirm. Did you actually tell me that you were there in spirit by saying FiFi, cat FiFi? You were trying to get my attention even through that way? So Courtney says hi. Caroline says hi. Are you seeing the live chat, by the way? This is kind of fun. So I will definitely replay this so I can hear it with the audio. I'm sure it's a good one. Apparently the spirits say something they shouldn't have said. They said a little more than they were supposed to. So obviously I have other ways to watch it later. So don't worry, FiFi. Even if we're not able to physically hear it, I know that I can put the caption on right here and read it. So even though I can't see it, I can read it. So we're going to watch it together for now. Of course, the way the closed captions are so small. But yeah. He's bringing out his unique EMF meter, which is set to 00. All right, how about this? The next few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, the session. Or not turn off, but end the session. And then focus really hard on his session. So, is there anything else you want to do and let me know you're here? Or maybe I can quickly ask some questions and see if you can interact with things. Let's see, what else? Oh, do you remember seeing any other creatures that I couldn't see, aka spirits, when you were in this room, or just in general? Did you see other spirits that I couldn't see when living? Because there were some times where you went and growled, and I couldn't figure out what the heck you were growling at. I'm like, what are you growling at? There was nothing there. So were you growling at something, maybe a bad entity that you were trying to protect me from? Because they say cats can, and dogs can see spirits. Well, I have a feeling they can. So you're probably being quiet for a reason. You're like, I'm watching CFAN. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm watching CFAN. Excuse me. So that's probably why she's not interacting with anything. She tapped the capel and scurried over here to watch it with me. And she's like, I don't know what you're doing, girl. We're watching it together. And I think she would love it if she can hear it too. Since she probably is like, I can't read these tiny little words on that screen. Can you turn it on so I can hear it? You want me to turn on the audio? And that means I should just stop this so you can listen? Let me know. Tap Capball or REM Pod real quickly and I'll stop this. That makes me know that you enjoy watching our pal, Chris, AKC fan, Spirit Box, and the Seeker Squad. If it's possible. Or maybe if you just want to do a quick, like this, like that, and then just as, yes, let's end it and watch together. Because I totally forgot that, what day it was, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting a notification. I thought I still had 30 minutes, but it said now. I'm like, oh no. So, yeah, so apparently he is at Pierre V. I can't, it's a white cross with very hard to read. But his last name starts with a V, so Pierre. He's communicating with that one. And apparently he's getting spooked and seeing or hearing something. Oh, he's got the REM pod too. So stream. Oh, here's one more thing I should ask. Now that we have the REM pod figured out, would you like to do a live in the future? Not right now. Maybe say, you know, a weekend type deal, where our pal Boogeyman can help do the moderation or moderate. So would you want to have it where we communicate with the REM pod, cap balls, and EMF meter, and not obviously have the stuffy with the cone? It'll just be us just doing a live stream and seeing if you're there. Would you want that too? Now that you know how to communicate, and you can even communicate to the people that were going to join the live. Yeah, I think the reason why it's probably quiet is she's watching it. All right, as you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this and say thank you, baby. Well, I already know that she's with Bebe, Mooey, and Buttercup. Can you at least light up the EMF meter since it's been quiet real quickly? Not only are you watching this with me, but is Bebe, Mooey, and Buttercup near us? Near you and me? Yeah, possible. No, I seriously think she's sitting right next to me on my side and watching the video. That's why it's been very quiet. Okay, got it. She really enjoys watching it with me. Okay. All right, this is your Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.